Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
All right, I want to welcome everyone to the workplace and well-being section of our conference, and we're at the end of our day, but we have three dynamic speakers and we're looking forward to seeing what they have to share. Our first gentleman up is Timo Topp. He's a well-being author, coach, and speaker with 30 years international experience. He is the author of Eat, Move, Live, and creator and facilitator of Work Being, a corporate well-being program to empower people to shine so businesses can thrive. It is his passion and purpose to make a difference in the world by helping people live healthier lives, smile, and simply feel better. And his session title, Work Being, the art of being healthy, happy, and productive at work. Welcome.
Thank you very much. And thank you for that lovely introduction. And hello, everyone. And thank you for joining this awesome event today. Well, as Deb mentioned, my name is Timo. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever felt that it's a struggle to look after yourself at work because you're just so busy? Perhaps you don't have the time to exercise, you're not eating as well as you should, you're feeling stressed, you struggle to sleep, or you wake up at 2 a.m. in the night and you lie there tossing and turning. And you know, if you don't do something about it soon, you could be on the road to burnout. Well, for 30 years, I've been living, breathing, coaching, and inspiring people to live healthier, happier lives. And I know it is so much easier than you think to find that balance between work and your well-being. I call it work being, the art of being healthy, happy, and productive at work through simple actions that don't take much time and effort, but it make a massive difference to how we feel and perform. Research is showing us now more than ever, particularly after the pandemic, that people are struggling. Gallup recently released its State of the Global Workplace report this year and concluded that only 32% of people are thriving. That means close to 70% of the world's workforce is either struggling or just not in their best place. What is the economic cost to you as business leaders in your organization? Well, research conducted by the Global Wellness Institute, the leading institution on wellness in the world, concluded that an unwell workforce is costing the global economy 10 to 15% of GDP. But on the more positive side, research published in the Journal of Occupational Environmental Medicine concluded that companies that adopted well-being outperformed other companies on the stock market, are you ready? By a factor of 3 to 1. That was over a 14-year period. Imagine having a business organization where people were 3 times more productive and your profits were 3 times greater. Well, how did I get to be with you here today? Well, there was this one time where life was very, very different from me. When I was at school, I was unmotivated, out of shape, uninterested in exercise, and just a shy kid in the corner. I never would have dreamed of doing what I do or being here with you today speaking on the global stage. But as a teenager, inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, I knew I had to do something about my weedy physique if I was ever going to have any luck getting a girlfriend. But being way too intimidated to join a gym with all those good-looking people, I bought Arnold's home weights, I stuck the charts on the wall, and started a pump iron in my bedroom. I bumped into an old school friend and he said to me, Timo, have you been lifting weights? And instantly my confidence blossomed. After doing a degree in science at university, I was actually finding it hard to get a job in my field due to a recession at the time. So given that I was doing so much training, I thought I might as well just get a job in the gym. I enjoy training. And so my career was inadvertently born. People were coming to me to get in shape and lose weight, but they weren't following through with my instructions. I thought, why is that? This led me onto the path of positive psychology and reading all those classic books that I'm sure many of you have read, like Think and Grow Rich, Awaken the Giant Within, and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will come. And it was certainly true for me. I picked up a new client who actually took me under her wing and led me onto the path of spiritual development and awakening. And now I truly believe that a healthy, happy life is based on a solid pass mark in all 3 pillars. You have to be physically healthy. You have to have good mental and emotional well-being. And you have to have a sense of togetherness and oneness or spirituality. If you're significantly lacking in any one of those pillars, I don't believe you will ever be truly at peace, healthy, and happy. So my journey to help people became one of empowering a lot of busy corporate professionals. And I realized that they were struggling at work to be healthy with a hectic schedule, which inspired me to create my work being methodology, which is based on simple, practical, easy to implement strategies that busy people can add into their day that make a massive difference to how they feel and perform, and most significantly, not burn out. Because one thing that I'm very passionate about is I do not believe work should drain us. Work should uplift us and inspire us. And simply by looking after our physical, mental, and emotional well-being, we can do what we love better, and we can do it longer, and again, not burn out. So today, I just wanted to share with you 3 of some of my favorite strategies from my work being methodology. And the great thing about them is they're super simple and they're so profound, and they make a massive difference to how you feel. The first one begins with something that we do every single day. But I ask you, I wonder how much time you've ever spent consciously thinking about it. Unless you've done martial arts, meditation, or yoga, you've probably never been taught to do it well. But how we do it affects how we feel. It's your breathing. Most people, particularly when they're stressed at work, are breathing short, sharp, and shallow in the top part of the lungs. This type of breathing is only exacerbating feelings of stress, worry, and anxiety. Conversely, if we take the breath deeper into the abdomen, deep, slow breathing stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which stimulates the rest and digest, the rest and rejuvenation part of our autonomic nervous system. Think about it. If you've had a particularly taxing event, or what does a colleague say to you? It's okay, take a few deep breaths, it's going to be fine. And it's so true. Deep breathing provides more clarity and mental calmness. And the amazing thing is it's delivered very, very quickly. So there's 2 shifts in your breathing that you need to become more aware of. One is going deeper and slower and introducing a pause between the inhale and the exhale. Did you know that the optimal breathing rate is actually about 6 breaths per minute? The other shift is to take your breathing from through your mouth to through your nose. Your nose is actually a structure of respiration. It filters the air before it goes into the lungs. It warms and moistens the air before it goes into the lungs, preparing it for oxygen exchange. When you breathe through the mouth, you're essentially breathing in raw, unprocessed air. Nose breathing has been shown to be 20% more effective for oxygenation. And obviously, oxygen is the lifeblood of energy and life. So my first work being strategy is become more conscious of your breathing, breathe slowly and deeper into the abdomen, and shift your breathing through the nose. Very simple, very effective. Moving on to my next strategy that I'd like to share with you today. Now, we all know we need to exercise. The benefits of exercise are universal. We all know that we need to get our steps up. But there's one thing that I'm extremely passionate about and flying the flag for. If all of that stuff is almost washed away, if you then spend 8 to 10 hours sitting down in a chair, we must break the cycle of endless hours of sitting. Yes, exercise. Yes, get your steps up, but do not spend 8 to 10 hours sitting down in a chair. Simply every 60 to 90 minutes, all you need to do is stand up, have a bit of a stretch, give your torso a bit of a twist to loosen up the muscles in your body, and return to work. In her book, Sitting Kills and Movement Heals, NASA life scientist Joan Vernikos states that the simple act of standing up for 100 seconds is equivalent in physiological value to you of standing for 30 minutes. Now, how about that for a return on investment? You don't have to stand up and go for a jog. You don't have to stand up and do squats. All you have to do is stand up and move your body just for a few seconds, maybe take a few deep breaths, have a little bit of water. And this micro break is going to help you to enhance your energy levels, your clarity and focus, dial down stress, and most significantly, be a micro investment in your long-term health and well-being. Now, there's an amusing quote that I'd like to share with you on the subject of the chair. A visionary physician in the 18th century, when chairs started to be made, he said, "Of all the machines which civilization has invented for the torture of mankind, there are few which perform their work more cruelly or widely than the chair." And I think he was pretty astute. It's also been said that sitting is the new smoking. This is purely hyperbolic statement. There's nothing worse than smoking. But yes, sitting down for long periods of time is not good for your long-term health. So my second work being message to you, my friends, is every 60 to 90 minutes, simply stand up from your chair, have a bit of a stretch, take a few deep breaths, have a glass of water, and return to work. And finally, to conclude, I would like to end my presentation with probably my favorite strategy, because again, it's so simple and so profound. The human condition is default to negativity. We have a negative bias to worry, thinking about what we don't have, what went wrong, what we need to do tomorrow. But if we consciously shift our awareness from all those things we don't have or are broken to the things that are working and wonderful in our life, we can enhance a positive state of mind and reduce stress, anxiety, and worry. It's called gratitude. Gratitude for me is like fertilizer for the soul. It helps us to feel good about everything in our life, and it helps to dial down stress. And again, it only takes a few moments. Now, there are 2 times in the day where I encourage you to try this. Is first of all, when you're starting your day, rather than immediately jumping on emails and worrying about what you've got to do, spend a few moments thinking about what's wonderful in your life. When I start my day, I always think about my children, my health, my work, places I've been in the world, my partner, the fact that I'm fit and healthy. It always sets me up for a better day. Conversely, do it at the end of the day. So rather than being on social media and again, checking your emails before you drift off, spend a few moments thinking about what worked today. What are 3 things that were really good today? What did you do that was wonderful for another human being? What did another human being do for you? If you combine gratitude with some deep, slow breathing, I guarantee you will drift off a lot easier and stay asleep better. So all of the work being strategies kind of interconnect to support one another. So my friends, my message to you is very, very simple. It really doesn't take a lot of time and effort to be healthy and happy. When we invest in ourselves, we feel better, we can do what we love better, and we can do it for longer into our life. And also, significantly, not burn out, which is such a problem in the modern world. And from a workplace perspective, when people are feeling good, healthy, and happy, engaged, and thriving, they're more productive, they cost less than claims, they're more creative, they're more resilient, and they stick around longer. So there is an equal win-win between people, individual well-being, and company productivity. And after the pandemic, it's been more important than ever for companies to redefine how they work. Because I believe now is the time for people to invest in their self and for organizations to invest in their people. I believe it's time that people shine and businesses thrive through work being. Thank you so much for listening and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you, Timo. That was excellent. Very, very good. And I love the simplicity. And I would imagine these are programs you really don't have any problem whatsoever introducing to businesses or corporations because they don't have to buy equipment. It doesn't involve a large amount of time of their employees out of their day. And it's like, okay, we can do this. So those are really, really great reminders about the breath. Really essential. So thank you again. And look forward to having some question and answer with you at the end of the presentations.
Thank you so much.
Stick
Thank you very
around.
much.
Thank you.